I'm here at the BMW Performance Center West in Thermal. I'm here with instructor Rob Stout. Rob, maybe a little bit about background about you and your career and how you became an instructor.
Yeah, so I grew up in Indianapolis, and my father's involved in the motorsports industry, so we got into go-kart racing whenever I was 12, 13 years old, and that evolved into sports car racing in my teenage years, and I got to go pro racing when I was 18 for the first time. So I've spent quite a few years now bouncing around different sports car series, sprint car racing, off-road racing, and still competing in the Global MX-5 Cup and Lucas short course off-road now. So still having some fun.
So where you were Rookie of the Year in the Mazda MX Cup.
Mazda, and in the sprint car, and in the off-road car, and I think I'm going for the most Rookie of the Years that you can have in a lifetime.
So you just go. It doesn't have to be the youngest person there. It's basically your first year in that season.
First year in the new series, yeah.
So Rob's a fantastic driver, and obviously a great instructor here. So what got you into instructing?
Well, it's whenever you're chasing this, trying to make a career out of racing, you want to do something that's only going to help further your career in racing and what I'm still chasing. So I wanted something where I could be driving cars and having fun and meeting more people in the industry. So that eventually actually led me to the Bondurant School in Phoenix.
Oh, wow.
That's what originally got me down to the desert, which I love now. And the sun is shining year-round, so we get to do this every day of the week, pretty much.
Well, unless we came last week when it was all raining here, but now it's all set.
Yeah, so it's but that's good. And then once I was in Phoenix, I heard about the Thermal Club. I heard BMW was coming out west, so I was really excited about that and jumped on board with BMW for the first time as one of the first full-time instructors out here on the West Coast. So it's been about 4 years now out here with BMW.
Yeah. So we'll go to some quick-hitting questions here. So, favorite BMW you've driven so far?
Ooh,
or top three.
Whatever you want to do. That's a hard one. The new M5 is a monster. I mean, how do you not enjoy that? It doesn't matter if it's all-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive. You can drift them in both settings. I love the new M5. It's a personal favorite.
Right. How about favorite car you've ever driven?
Favorite car I've
top three
ever driven.
If it's hard.
Speaking from a street car standpoint, and this is going to be a little cheesy because it was my first car that I fell in love with, and I'm still upset that I sold it. But I loved my Evo 8, my 2001 Evo 8.
So basically, you had that soft spot for the first car.
I do. That's an emotional one for me, but I loved that car.
Yeah. So what do you currently drive?
I drive a cargo van, believe it or not, and the main reason behind that, before anybody starts judging me, is because now I can have all my race gear with me. I can hang helmets up in the back. If I want to go mountain biking, if I want to do anything, I can have it all, and I can have it locked away and out of the weather. That way, as opposed to the old Nissan Titan I used to be driving, I don't have to worry about people stealing my racing stuff out of the bed or it getting rained on all these road trips. Believe it or not, there are people in the world that do that. So it's the comfort of locking all my stuff away, and it was $15,000 cheaper than a new F-150, and it's the same engine and drivetrain all together. So it's that's why I made that decision.
Yeah. Well, hopefully it's not like a white panel van with free candy painted.
I wish I could say it wasn't, but it's definitely an all-white van. But it was totally worth it.
It's
I'm glad
practical.
I get to play with sports cars all day, so it's practical now whenever I'm going.
It's practical,
home.
and it's not a minivan. Right. All right. So, favorite track or top three tracks that you've driven?
Favorite track, I'm going to go ahead and say it's always between the two, but Barber Motorsports Park is probably my favorite. I love Barber. So much fun. It's one of the tracks where you can drive Barber by yourself and have nobody else on the track with you and just continue to have fun every single lap. You can scare yourself in certain areas, and so much elevation change, and it's a gorgeous facility, and It's great. I love racing at Watkins Glen. That would be next on my list. Watkins Glen always puts on a good race.
All right, so maybe top three tracks that you would like to drive but haven't driven yet.
Of course, Bathurst. I mean, come on, it's Bathurst. I have not driven the Nürburgring, although I've been there a couple times. I haven't actually got to drive on the Nürburgring, so of course that's a typical one.
Right.
Try to think of one in the U.S. that I haven't driven yet. I haven't driven Thunder Hill. I've always wanted to do the 25 hours.
I got something over you because I drove Thunder Hill last November. So I got something on Rob.
Yeah.
Finally. All right, so let's go with, where can we find you on social media if we want to follow your racing career?
Yeah, social media is R Stout, as in Robert Stout, so it's R Stout Racing. That's all one word for Instagram, for Twitter, and then I also have my Robert Stout Racing Facebook page as well.
Right, so if you didn't catch that, I'll put those in the link in the description below so people can follow Rob Stout. So if you want to come out here and take some lessons from Rob, you're here basically full-time unless you're racing on the weekends, but Rob's a great instructor. I think everyone here is a great instructor. Basically, it's a list of people.
Yeah, we got a good group of guys here from the start, and that was another one of the cool things about starting this place out west is BMW did a good job, and some of those East Coast instructors and Matt Mullins and Adam and these guys that came out did a good job of picking a good core group of guys to get this place up and running, and it's been a lot of fun. And we all pushed each other, and I've learned a lot since I've been here from an instructing standpoint, driving. I mean, they sent me to Germany to do training over there, so it was really cool to have that core group and take a lot away from it for sure.
All right, Rob, thanks for your time.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Bye.